20 celebrities as teenagers. Robert Downey Jr. is the child of filmmaker Robert Downey Sr. and actress Elsie Ford. Acting has become an inseparable part of Robert's life from the day he was born. Along with his parents' approval, Downey left educational pursuits to begin a career in the entertainment business at a young age. He has been stunningly handsome at every age. Number 19. Even as a teenager, Brad Pitt had a chiseled jaw and thick blonde hair that would someday make him be seen as the sexiest man alive. He has won a Golden Globe Award, a Screen Actors Guild Award, 3 Academy Awards, and 2 further Academy Award nominations. Number 17. Jay-Z had a difficult time as a teenager, and he admitted contributing to the drug problem in the neighborhood because he needed to survive. In the end, he became an immaculate businessman and learned valuable strategies that have made him the man he is today. Number 16. George Clooney had an awkward stage like most of us go through as teenagers. However, he developed Bell's palsy when he was 13, and even though it affected him greatly, he still made it work for him. He also was a playful jock who played basketball. Number 15. Johnny Depp was a wild teenager. Depp began smoking cigarettes at 12 years old and lost his virginity at the tender age of 13. He started experimenting with drugs when he was 14 and dropped out of high school at 16 years old to join a band called The Kids. Number 14. Angelina Jolie, despite having a troubled childhood, has become one of the most famous actresses in history. She had bouts of depression as a teenager and dropped out of acting classes. Jolie admitted her mother allowed her to have a boyfriend into her home when she was only 14. Number 13. Goldie Hawn began taking dancing lessons at the age of 3. By the time she was a teen, she had left Washington, D.C.'s American University to open her ballet school, and often performed as a professional dancer in presentations throughout New York City. Number 12. Christain Bale was always very motivated to attend drama school, even interviewing for it and being accepted to more than a few prestigious schools. His parents have always encouraged him to continue to work instead of attending school and motivated him to further his career. As shown by his immense filmography, Bale kept working, even though he still regrets not attending school, but his career won out at the end. Number 11. Brooke Shields is an identifiable actress to many generations. She grew up in the limelight from a young age. Shields began her career at 11 months old for an advertisement for Ivory Soap. Her mother, Teri Shields, acted as Brooke's manager until the 90s. One of Brooke's first roles had involved severe criticism for allowing her daughter to be photographed nude at the age of 10, and again for Brooke's role in the 1977 film Pretty Baby, in which she played a child prostitute. Her career also brought about criticism when she acted in a movie called The Blue Lagoon. Brooke had to appear in court and attest that the nude parts were played by a body double. Number 10. Helena Bonham Carter is a famous UK actress of unlimited flexibility and is known as one of the UK's finest and most successful women. Carter was born May 26, 1966 in London, England, the youngest of 3 children. Having experienced family problems during her childhood, including her father's stroke, it was easy to devote herself entirely to a career in entertainment. She is sometimes referred to as the corset queen or English Rose because of her early work. Bonham Carter continued to astonish watchers with splendid acts in a variety of roles. Number 9. Elvis Presley showed up at high school every day with his guitar. He would play for anyone who cared enough to listen to his music then. He would give performances in the basement recess area during lunch period, and he began exaggerating his acts with what was commonly known as race music. Many of his schoolmates felt that his music was disgusting. A few of them made their point by cutting his guitar strings. Some at least listened to his songs of country standards. No one knew then that they were observing the birth of a legend. Number 8. Steve Buscemi was born in New York. In high school, he wrestled for the varsity and participated in the drama troupe. In 1980, Buscemi was 18 when he became a firefighter in New York City. He served the city for 4 years. After 9/11, Buscemi returned to the fire station and for a few days worked 12-hour shifts alongside other firefighters to go through the debris from the World Trade Center. Number 7. When Kate Moss was 15 years old and just out of high school, she left home to pursue modeling full-time. Her prospects were risky. Moss had appeared twice on the cover of The Face magazine, and she was going to fittings and thrift store finds, well-worn boots, and messy hair. She was surrounded by world-famous models who wore Versace. They made it quite clear that this basic little stray from London did not belong. Number 6. John Lennon, throughout his childhood and adolescence, lived with his aunt and uncle, Mimi and George Smith. When Lennon was 15, he formed the group The Quarrymen, which was named after Quarry Bank High School. By 1957, The Quarrymen played a spirited set of songs made up of part skiffle and part rock and roll. Lennon first encountered Paul McCartney at The Quarrymen's second concert, in which he asked McCartney to join the band. Number 5. Daniel Craig may have portrayed a gentleman in his James Bond movies, but when he was young, the story was very different. You want this nice, lovely image of me having my first kiss with hearts sparkling in the background? All I wanted to do was get in the girls' knickers, he said. I've been kissing girls like stolen kisses in playgrounds for as long as I can remember, but when puberty hit, my head exploded. Number 4. Jane Fonda is a famous actress, writer, political activist, and former model. Fonda made her remarkable debut in the play There Was a Little Girl in 1960, for which she received the first of her 2 Tony Award nominations. Number 3. Lena Dunham wasn't always the it girl from Girls. Much of her teenage years she felt isolated from other people. Dunham said, "I don't know what to do with people. First, I was a tiny little kid and I didn't have friends. And then I was a chubby teenager and I didn't have friends. It was just this sensation that I didn't know how to connect." Number 2. Michelle Williams was fascinated in acting at an early age when she went to a production of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. In her youth, she kept to herself and was very self-sufficient. She made her film debut in 1994 in the film Lassie. Number 1. Matt Dillon was the king of 80s films. His big break was in 1978 when Jane Bernstein and director Jonathan Kaplan was searching for casts for the violent teen drama Over the Edge. Our favorite celebrities are so ingrained in our minds as famous people that it's hard to imagine them as ordinary people. Who is your favorite celebrity and why? We would love to hear from what you have to say in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channels for more fun videos like this one. Thanks for watching.